Hello, everyone, my beloved, my blessed, you beautiful people. Welcome to another episode of the Iora Covenant. It has been a while. It has been a while since I've done this series, at least this Iora series, and I'm going to explain why. I was having recording issues, and it was kind of funny because I had sat down and I had recorded a nice number of the Tesla episodes. Some of the ones I posted, I pretty much, I recorded most of those at the same time, just to get those out the way. And it's easier to record them all at the same time because then you can kind of, you're not like pressed when you're like, okay, I have to post it again. And I've got to record it first, and you've got other stuff going on in your life. But when I tried to record the Iora Covenant after that, I started to have more technical issues with longer episodes. And I recorded, at least I played through once or twice, and neither of the times did it really record well. So my progress is it's a bit of a jump compared to where I was last episode. And I'm just going to explain where we are. I'm just going to quickly check the sound on his. I've turned off the music if you don't follow my other series or follow my other videos, you can kind of tell why. Because sometimes, for me, when I'm listening to my headphones, you cannot actually. Well, I can barely hear the music. But in the video recording, the music's like da-na-na-na-na, and you're like, what in the world? Like, it was never that loud when I was listening to it. So I had I just figured that just turning the music off removes the problem of having this blaring music in the background. I didn't even realize was happening. And then also, of course, the other video issues. I had to adjust the quality a little bit because it was just my settings were way too high. So now this is a bit more manageable. No one really needs it in high def. I mean, I really don't have that many followers right now. Hopefully in the future I will. Please, like, share. I love it if you, I love having viewers. I love all of you who are taking the time to view my videos. But anyway, let's just go on to what's happened. We were at war with this fallen empire, the Lachax regulators. They whooped our butts. Fortunately, they didn't take anything of mine. They didn't take any of the Iora systems, but they did hurt the United Nations of Earth. They took a number of their key worlds over here, and fortunately, they didn't take anything of our vassals. Besides, they did take these systems. So they're kind of expanding right now themselves. For their our next conflict with them, and I'm not looking forward to our next conflict with them because they're already pretty big, and I'm pretty sure that they're just growing larger and larger and larger as we wait in fear. So a nice bit of what I'm going to be doing next is going to be preparing ourselves for the next wave of the fallen empire, awakened empire. The craggyins, we don't really have much to go on with them because they have an arrogant attitude towards us, and there seems to be all around the board a lot of negative likes towards them. I could always force them to invite these guys into the Federation, but whether or not these guys would accept is another thing, because if they dislike all of us, then there's nothing we can really do about it. I think that's pretty much where it is that they dislike us, not that we dislike them. Because I think we'd pretty much be willing to accept them, because they're very powerful and we could definitely use them. What I'm going to try to do, they have a, well, at least what I tried to do was get them to like us. I tried to get them to like us, and I kind of failed. I tried to send them a bunch of food, and I was going to send them 10 food a month for the next 30 years, and now I had this really big positive 100, and I was really excited, like, oh yeah, they're going to love us so much, and we're giving them all this food. We're going to be at like plus 145. And what happened was they just took it, and it didn't change their opinion of us at all. So not only are we giving them a bunch of food, but we're giving them a bunch of food. So we're actually, no, I'm sorry. I think I might have tried this before. I guess. I guess I must have tried it before, or previous time before my last attempt, and so they're getting about 440 food from us a month, and they're getting 10 minerals a month and 10 energy a month. So we're fueling these guys pretty well. They're doing very good with themselves. Unfortunately, and our and they're feeling really arrogant. They're just like, ha ha ha. They're just dismissive towards us, and we're just sending them all this stuff like, please like us, please like us. And they do not like us. So, but I hope in all of this they declare war on these guys. Now, I'm okay with them winning, only because they're spiritualists, and we're spiritualists. And so naturally, you know, we got to stick together, you know, like the spiritualist brotherhood. And these guys are fanatic materialists. So to my species, they're heretics. You know, they don't believe in anything. They're crazies. They're crazies. They don't understand the great nature of the universe. They can't access the shroud. They can't see beyond. They're only focused on science. So we're just like, you know, if we can make an alliance with the Clagian fanatics, then, you know, hey, that will work for us. You know, because, you know, we'd be safe, you know. Anyway, the war ended with the ceding, at least giving away, you know, some of the territory, some of this territory. And I think the United Nations still has, United Nations of Earth, I'm sorry, has one little bit of territory right here, and that's where their fleets are. But their fleets, I think their fleets are trapped. So that's really discouraging, because if they can't leave this system, if they can't leave this territory, if we can't somehow find a way of getting the Lutharians to open up their space with the United Nations, they're unfriendly right now. They're at -53. What I should have done was probably send all the resources I was giving to this fallen empire over here, or this awakened empire over here. I should have sent some of that to these guys, because even though we don't like them, we could have at least removed the rivalries, removed any of the negativities towards they have towards us. We could have really built a bridge with all those resources, because they're in danger as much against these guys as we are. I mean, the chances are they're going to war with us, with them, before they go to war with us next, because there's like a 10-year time period. So these guys are more than likely and definitely in some kind of danger, I think. Let me see. Did they fall? They haven't actually kneeled before Zod just quite yet, but they're going to come close to it. They are pathetic. Fleet power, naval capacity, technology level. And so that's the negative there. But I feel like we could have had some sort of agreement with them. But if I make an agreement with them, it doesn't mean that they're going to let the United Nations pass. But I want them to, because we need that 16k fleet that they've got trapped over here. I mean, they've got a 16k fleet. They've got a 308k fleet. Sorry, so 308 fleet, not that K. And they've got some void skulkers over there. So they've got some resources over here that would really be beneficial to us if we were into another conflict. So I really hope there's some way of getting them from all the way over there to over here. Something else I did, I kicked these guys out of the Federation. The Coalition of Viral Cloup, I've been trying for a while to get rid of them, and I had to make the hard choice and just go into the console and say yes man and kick them out. There's the only way I could have done it, because they weren't beneficial to us. They weren't allowing us to build that friendship that we needed with these guys and these guys. So now, happily, we're in the Federation with the Roxicodium mandate. They're now part of the Galactic Cooperative Council, and so are these guys, the Alliance of Centamora or whatever. Those guys are now part of our Federation. So we have a federation of these guys, us, the humans, us, the Pentalon United Nations, the Roxicodium mandate, and the Alliance of Centamora, whatever. So there's hope. There truly is hope for us, and we can do it. Now we have to figure out how to bridge this gap here. I might have to just toss some resources at these guys. They're mad at us. They're the negative 100 because we kicked them out of the alliance. So I'll have to find a way of bridging that big gap there. But we've got mutual threats, mutual rivals, xenophilia, trust plus 50. We've got some stuff to do. So now that I've gotten what I wanted and got them out of the Federation, so that I could get these guys into the Federation, I can rebuild that relationship, because that was my only problem. I didn't really. My big problem with these guys was just that they just weren't likable, and these guys didn't want to have anything to do with them, or maybe it was the other way around. Like, these guys just didn't want to befriend them, and we needed them. We need them. We need to expand our Federation. So hopefully, uniting these guys, inviting these guys, will bring some more people into our Federation. Because yeah, we're close. We're close. We're very, very close to. We're making good deals here. Look at these guys. They've got the Federation Association, so they've got that plus 168 with us. But that's this trust right here should be for everyone in our Federation. I'm not sure why these guys dislike them so much, because for some reason they don't like the Pentalon either. But whatever. There's always reasons why different nations dislike each other beyond what I know. I'm just going to get this thing started. Something else I'm really excited about. That is... boom. Right here. 1 month to go now before we get the Mega Engineering research complete. After that, I can build Megastructures. Megastructures. So what that means is I'll be able to take my yes, the Cyberx Alpha over here. I'll be able to repair this ring world.
Research complete.
So this is exciting. Let me just go here and say, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Let's see what the research options are. Kinetic battery. I'm not too big on kinetic battery. I really don't need that, because I'm going to be primarily focused on... I'm not doing artillery. I'm just going to focus on plasma and ions. Disruptors. So I'm going to go military station damage. I don't really use military stations, but I should. Quantum missiles, or armor. See, the thing with these, sorry, with this one right here is I already have the advanced armor, so I really don't need to waste my research on this. I'm not really using missiles, so I really don't need to focus on this. Afterburners, I don't use that. Crystal infused plating, I don't use that. Because I already have the other one that gives you like plus 10% instead of this one that gives only plus 5. So I guess I'll go with this. That's beneficial to me. I'm taking in a nice load of Unity. Anyway, now that I've got the Megastructures tech, I'm just gonna see if I can repair this ruined ring world. What? Can I not repair this ruined ring world? Oh no. I thought I would be able to repair this ruined ring world. Oh, irreparably damaged. I see, gotcha. Never mind then. I was so excited about repairing that, but now it's apparently it's irreparably damaged. So this is a waste of my time then. No, it isn't. I mean, I guess I still get my my engineering research, and I still get my living metal, so that's worthwhile. Ooh, wait a minute. That living metal gives me a plus 30% to Megastructure build speed. There we go. I can no longer complain because that still helps me out. So now I can, let me see, let me just go to, where am I going to? What am I? Okay, so I'm only one away, so once I get this, I'll be able to get another Ascension perk. So I have to decide whether or not I'm going to go with, what is this? Where is it going? Where's Master Builders? Okay, I can either do Master Builders, no, or I can do, where's the, not Master Builders, I'm looking for Circle of Life. I can do Circle of Life, and that will allow me to create ring worlds. Or I can do Galactic Wonders and build Dyson Sphere, or a Science Nexus, or a Sentry Array. I'm not going to do a Sentry Array. That would kill my PC. And that maybe it wouldn't kill it, but it would just slow things down. So I'm thinking, I'm definitely thinking Dyson Sphere because I need more energy. We used to be at a huge surplus for energy, but now we're at the negative for energy because we have just a large fleet. And I need to expand this fleet even greater. I mean, I've only got 86k. I have to fight like a 200k fleet.
Tile blocker cleared.
I have to build. Pretty much, I'm just going to be building nothing but battleships and cruisers for the rest of this campaign, just so I can get my fleet power up there to be worthwhile against my enemies. And I'm also going to probably change the structure of my destroyer designs. I have a lot of designs that pretty much I'm not going to use, and also some that probably aren't that worthwhile anyway. So I have to decide if I'm going to focus on one of these. Now there's also a very possible. There's also a possibility that I have to do Galactic Contender, because that would give us improved damage against awakened empires. And so, like, that plus 33% could be what will save us in the next 10 years against if these guys, if they choose to go to war with us again, which seems very likely.
Construction complete.
These guys just keep breaking their migration treaties with us. They don't want to be our ally. And that's, I mean, that's if they want to be like that, then maybe that's just what they're gonna be. But I do have to repair this damaged relationship because it's my fault that it was damaged. So let me just offer a trade deal. Let me just toss. I'm just gonna toss just a one-time instant transfer of, say, Control Shift. Boop. And I'm just gonna toss 5,000 minerals at them. Maybe a little bit more. 7,000. We're doing pretty good on minerals right now. I mean, it'll hurt us right now, just a little bit, but it won't hurt us in the long run if we can just somewhat maintain a relationship with them. Let me just do that. Okay, 47. And I'm just gonna pause this very quickly, and just to maintain this this trust with them, I'm going to give them a and we'll just have a research agreement for the next 30 years. Because, again, we really want to be in positive terms with these guys. I just had an issue with them sucking, absolutely. So now they're cordial with us. It would also be nice if I could vassalize them. Because we're going to be much more powerful than they are. So if I can build a relationship with them and then vassalize them, that would be beneficial too. We're not going to invite them into the Federation because this seems okay. They just decided they wanted to rival somebody. If I can build up a relationship with them, because they're under threat, they're clearly in danger. So I won't be able to get them into an associate status again. They won't be part of a federation, but hopefully them, over time, we can undo some of the damage done from that. Okay, well, actually no, they're from the defense pack with the Kesem. Are they still under threat? Yeah, they're still under threat. So, at least having positive relations will also allow us to travel through this space easier. All about that diplomacy. Are these guys... I want to invite these guys into our federation, but they're xenophobes and they're militarists, and that doesn't seem to work with our people very well. But cordial, obviously that's not going to work. Are these yet? I feel like at some point I'm going to be able to vassalize a lot more people, because we have a pretty sizable fleet, and as this war rages on between these greater powers, and if these guys are under threat, I might be able to vassalize them if they lose a couple worlds. And these guys are, and they're pathetic and they're inferior. Okay, so that's good. That's fine. We've invited these guys, so I'm gonna offer a trade. Yep, offer a treaty. Some migration treaties going back with these guys. For a while we're having issues with them, but now they're back in good terms with this. They're probably not going to join the Federation for a while, but we're pretty much re-engaged in this relationship. If I can get this at plus 100 for trust, chances are they'll if they can get that trust relationship with everybody for like after this association status reaches, if we have it for like 10 years or so, then they'll be happy with this too. So I'm hoping that they can build a relationship with everyone in our federation, and we can all be friends again. I vassalized the Rocklock Union. They requested to be our vassal. That's something that didn't happen the last time you saw the episode, but they're on very good terms with this. And so at some point we are going to integrate them. So in 9 years, I'm going to integrate the Rocklock Union, and we're going to have this territory within our control, and we're going to have them as our people, and we're going to be very happy about that. Our campaign, we're all about peace and love and unity and connection. And so we're going to they're going to be a part of our family. So let's see. I do have to build up right here because I haven't utilized these resources yet. So where's this guy? What are you doing? You're just kind of chilling. All right, I want you to build mining stations. And build that research station. It's 6 research to biology. I want to shy away from the research. Research. Please do. This is now in our territory. Ionites. Where do we have? I have all these construction ships that are just kind of chilling, just sitting around doing nothing. So he is going to build this. Oh wow. So he's going to build those, and then he's going to hop around here and build these. Excellent. These guys are so messed up. They're so unfortunate for these guys. They have no connection to their own space. Like, they're gonna be trapped there. Like, they're this is the worst. I mean, it was their decision to aggressively colonize right in our space like that. So they tried to take some of our territory, and I decided I'm just gonna put this frontier outpost right here and shut them down. And they also took this system from us. They gave us 38 minerals, and I'm just like, no, you're not gonna do that from us. We're not gonna take our minerals. So now we have that under control. I might put a military station right here, just in case these guys decide they want to move into this space if we go to war with them at some point. It's only a matter of time before we go to war with somebody. I just hope it's not too soon, because of the fact that our people need some time. We're pacifists. We shouldn't be at war anyway, but we're part of a federation, so naturally it's gonna occur sometimes. All right, so we finished the last bit of the supremacy tradition. Now our fire rate has been increased by 15%, and I think that's pretty much. We only have one left, and that's the domination tradition. There's this mod called Plentiful Traditions, and even though I haven't been using a mod this entire campaign, I'm tempted to use it for the remainder of this campaign, just for the sake of getting us more options, because I really don't want to do the domination line here. It just seems pointless to me to go to the domination route. Because again, I don't really have a lot of vassals, and any vassals I have I'm going to integrate pretty quickly, and I'm not trying to vassalize a lot of people. I mean, I could always go that route, but that's an aggressive war, and that's not who our people are. Yeah, I got it. I know I have an Ascension perk available. I'm not ready to use it just yet, because I'm not sure if in the midst of this war in heaven, between these guys and these guys, then that the some alien species is gonna pop out and cause trouble. Okay, the Viran Republic declared war on the coalition of Rocklock.
Incoming transmission.
So these guys are at war with them, and let's see, they want some monthly terraforming liquids. Let me pause this. Let's see what's going on here. Dun, dun, dun. And how much do we have of the strategic resource? Terraforming liquids, we have 2. They only want it for 10 years. So you know what? I'm gonna be a nice ally, even though they're giving us like 145 minerals, and the energy credit is 926. The citizen, wait, they're not our ally. You know what? I was thinking of the Rocklock Union. These guys aren't even our ally. They're just a bunch of guys that were causing trouble with us. They were our first allies. I can't say that. They were the first. They were our first allies before things went south. So let's see. They're allies with the Ziran Republic. You know what? I'm not going to give that to them, because they're slavers. That was one of the problems we had with them. Was that they were slavers and they were militarists. So I'm going to decline and move on. And after this war, they're probably going to be worse off, and I might be able to vassalize them. I can build a relationship with them, and it's just sort of so when that war ends, they what do they have? They have 6 systems left. So I could probably swallow them into our empire too, and then unite these peoples on the Rocklock. But I'm not going to give them the ability to terraform systems. That's just they're wary with this. So what I can do is I can always sort of help them out with something. Maybe I can build up a let's see, can I build up a research agreement with them, or was the wary thing? Yep, because they're wary, they're not going to agree to a mutual agreement with them. I can always just toss some research at them, but we can't. Just take a quick good look again. Since they're at war, I can't vassalize them, but I do want them to be my vassal too. So we'll see what happens with that. They're only temporarily be our vassals. We're not trying to like conquer everybody. We just, they want to unite everybody. They have slaves. We want to liberate their slaves, and we want to teach them about the ways of peace and love and unity, and
evaluate them.
Oh, they're good. Alright, so what I was going to do was I was going to expand our fleet. Wow! Our fleet power just went to 9445. I'm not sure how that happened. I could have sworn that we were at like 80,000. We're at 94.4k. Maybe I was upgrading. I was upgrading my fleet. Maybe I think that could have been what was happening, because we're significantly more powerful than we were before, by 10k. That's a big difference. But I have to produce more energy before I can do anything else. One of the reasons I was really excited about the idea of having a ring world was because if you fill up a ring world, it's like every section of a ring world is 25 tiles. So a ring world, when you colonize all 4, is 100 tiles. And if you put a power plant on every one of those squares, with the exception, of course, the administrative, you can actually create like loads and loads, like almost more than 700 energy in one system. And so we'd be good forever, or almost forever, on energy. We'd be able to expand our fleets beyond imagination, and we wouldn't have any problems with it. But we can't do that. Targeted gene expression, so that gives us +1 at trait points. But anyway, I should probably end this episode here, because I don't really have much going on here. But next episode, I'm going to figure out how to create more energy. And that might mean just making this whole planet an energy-focused planet. I think I'm going to sacrifice the minerals and the energy. I'm sorry, the minerals and the physics on this planet just for the sake of energy. In fact, I'll do that now. This is a oh, this is going to be with ironstone. I'm not going to worry about that one. So I'm just going to build power plants on all these squares. This is just going to be a power planet. Good. Okay, just making sure that they're good. So I'll just build power plant. What am I? Oh, you know what? I'm missing something really important here. Artisan, communicate. We're going to get commission and art piece. -25 to influence, that's okay. 1,000 minerals, that's okay. Boom. Where was I? Right here. Nope. Right here. Nope. Right here. Great. So on this one square, I'm going to build a oops, it's way up here. Art monument. This will increase migration attraction. That'll mean more people will want to live on our planet, and then we'll kind of go from there. Should probably ignore the pompous Poindexters. Okay. Xeno researchers on consideration have published an open letter demanding that the local legislation restrict experiments on near-sentient alien species be relaxed. They make a convincing case for the scientific benefits and warn that the output of the entire scientific community on consideration will suffer unless laws are revised. The ethics of it all remain questionable. Nope. I'm not going to do that. We're not going to relax the laws restricting experimentation on these near-sentient species. No, we're not going to relax that. We're not going to experiment on them. They're life. We're not going to experiment on life. They're living beings. They deserve more than that. They deserve respect. I'm actually gonna cancel the. I'm gonna cancel these. Only because I want to get this. I want to get this developed first. No. Oh crap. Okay, so this is gonna build, and then this is going to build. Okay, you're gonna go right here. Boom shakalaka. Actually, no. Since he's happier, he's gonna work on this one. I don't know why this guy's so unhappy. What is this? What is Silver Guard? Okay, because he's a militarist. That's why. But now, once this is finished being developed, then I'll be able to build full power plants, not like those really small, like temporary ones. Then I'll be able to build the Batharian stones here. This is gonna be Ambition's gonna be a very energy focused planet. And let's see, does this have the? That's right there. That's right there. So at least on this planet, I'm doing right by myself, and I'm creating a lot of energy. Cause all these new planets I create, have to be energy focused, just so I can Can I update the species? Let's go to what are they? The Rectar. I'm gonna go to species. Let's go to Rectar. Rectalar. I don't have the technology. You know what? I insisted on ignoring that technology because I didn't feel like I was ever going to have to uplift the species. So that's my bad. Ambition is the one. Okay, so there's here. This planet's doing pretty good on energy. This planet is not really doing much of anything because I haven't given them anything to do. So this is going to be an energy focused planet as well. Where's... Oh, no, cancel just yet. I have to upgrade this building. After I upgrade this building, then everything's going to be energy on this planet as well. So I'm going to have 3 energy focused planets. Once they fill up, hopefully that will be enough for me. Good. That'll be enough. I think that'll be more than enough. At least for now. Once I build that fleet, I'm going to be back to like, I need more energy. I need more energy. This is going to be, let's do this guy first. Science lab. This is going to be a science lab. And this is going to be, what is he? Proles? Okay, so that's going to be minerals. Minerals. Mining network. There we go.
Construction complete.
We're going to upgrade this guy too. What is that? Engineering? Here we go. Start that engineering. One thing I've forgotten to do on these planets is build a paradise dome, and that might be one of my problems here. I'm so focused on energy. I have to always make sure I put at least one on each planet. So that might be my last. Might be the only square that's not focused on energy besides the art monument and the temple. Is because I need to build up our happiness. Boost our happiness by at least by 10. Where's so this guy right here? You know what? You're gonna work on the paradise dome. I can't build one until I upgrade the planetary administration building. Gotcha, that's right. Alright, but that's gonna give us a boost of 5 to happiness. It's gonna give us some more unity, and of course, those are like 2 of my favorite things: happiness and unity. Happiness is unity. Happiness. You're like, please stop. Sir, please stop singing. I beg of you. I implore you, sir, please. Please cease and desist on the singing. Do we need this to bump up the other ones? I know. I'm not quite ready to use that ascension perk yet. I want to build a megastructure. I really want to build a megastructure, but I just can't. You know, we're at a sensitive point right now. I'm pretty sure these guys are still. They're belligerent. Use us as a target of conquest. They are likely to attack us. They're belligerent, and they are overwhelming. Oh, well, actually, fleet power superior, naval capacity superior. Yeah. So they're belligerent. Refuse subjugation. They're mad at us because we refuse to be their. And now they won't even accept it. They're belligerent. They're so ticked off at us that they're just enraged. So they're gonna. I'm concerned they're gonna attack us pretty soon. I've got to really step up my game here. Figure out what I'm gonna do about our naval capacity because I've built up our spaceports on the. Okay, no, actually I gotta do this one. Spaceport. I've got to figure out a way of building up our naval capacity by like a unhealthy amount. Because I built that one up, so I've got all of those. All of my other ones are built up pretty well. So at least I've got them all maxed out as far as the levels. I've got to figure out what I'm going to build on those. But one of these. Yeah, okay, I've got 6,000 worth, 60,000 storage space for minerals, so I'm not going to worry about capping on that for a while. But I really do have to cruiser assembly, battleship assembly, and as much as I don't want to replace this, I need a fleet academy because that's going to increase our fire rate, it's going to increase our chance to hit, it's going to increase our tracking. We really need to get in the zone here. Engineering bay, of course, obviously. What does that do again? Repair speed, ship upkeep. Okay, this makes it less expensive. I'm not going to worry about the Corvette and Destroyer on this one. I'm just going to do Fleet Academy, Cruiser Battleship. Actually, you know what? No, actually, I can do Destroyer. I just can't do the other one. So I do Destroyer. Never mind. What's going on here?
Construction complete.
This one's blocked off. This one's blocked off. Oh, I see what I did there. Okay, so this is a Destroyer. This is Cruiser. This is Battleship. I'm not even gonna build Corvettes anymore. I'm just gonna put Corvettes to the side because they're not gonna do anything against this fallen empire. I'm not. This has been an awakened empire. Goodness sweet mercy. So I'm just going to Engineering Bay, Fleet Academy, Destroyer, Cruiser, Battleship. We need to build up these guys. In fact, I'm going to replace this with Fleet Academy. That way, I don't lose any of my. There we go. Any of my energy.
Construction complete.
And this one's going to be the same situation. Engineering Bay, Fleet Academy, Destroyer, Cruiser, Battleship. Because in the next, I mean, we don't even have 10 years. We have like maybe like 7 years before they decide to go to war with us again, possibly. In the meantime, I think I actually have an edict I can use that'll boost our. I'm already using that. I'm already using that, and it gives me a plus 35% naval capacity, and that's not enough. Goodness, man, it's. This gives us plus 10%. What? This whole time I didn't realize this until just now. This joining optimization gives us a plus 10% to minerals. But I can't afford that. So whatever. But I've got to colonize this system over here and get rid of this frontier outpost so I can get some more influence.
Incoming transmission.
Incoming transmission. What do you want? Man, why does everyone want my terraforming liquids? Leave my liquids alone. Leave my liquids alone. Leave them alone. My liquids are my own. We lost a scientist at the age of 104. What are my scientists doing right now, anyway? Much of nothing. Another assisting research. So where is this guy at? Was he assisting research? Probably. Show me where you are. Show me where you are. Right here. Okay, so we're gonna hire a new scientist. Someone who's psychic. Someone who's psychic. Let's see, computers. I can always no, but I can't research AI technology, so that's kind of a point. Kind of pointless for me to do that. Service speed, research. I don't need that. I'm just gonna go with this guy. I'm gonna go with this guy. This girl. This girl. Oh, a human. A superhuman superior. Who's a telepath? This would be our first non-human science. What is it? What is we call it? Non-Iora scientist.
Construction complete.
Position of leadership in our science district. Sure, why not? See? Look at women breaking the glass ceiling. Alright. Breaking the species ceiling. This is research. Alright. Alright. But that's, what is this? Terraforming complete. Excellent. So now both of these planets over here that I was terraforming are finished. And this is good because it means that I can get rid of both of these frontier outposts. What it means, and it also means that once I colonize those planets, I'll be able to get a little bit more out of my naval capacity. It's not going to be enough, possibly, but that's where building up my energies again comes in, because I have to figure out a way of moving my fleets without all of my my economy going nowhere. My economy pretty much went to the garbage, just disappeared. I had no economy, so I have to figure out how to fix that. And I just need to start colonizing a lot more. Alpine world, Arctic world. I'm gonna have to start doing sectors too. I realize that. In the position that we're in right now, we're in survival mode, so I have to change up my strategy a little bit. And I have to take the Arctic world and put it to get used. Take the Arctic world, well, not Arctic, but Alpine world, and put that to get used, because we just need them solely for building up our naval capacity right now. Because I have a good economy. I have plenty of minerals. I just can't power them. I need energy, and I need to get myself moving with this, because I am so concerned about these guys coming at us. The good thing is, if they go to war with us, we do have a little bit more support now. They're connected this way, but we have these guys will help us. These guys will help us against them, but these guys are probably like 300. Maybe not. Their technology is overwhelming, but their fleet power is only superior. When the superior jumped the gun. When the superior jumped the gun. Anyway, but next episode. Until then, have a wonderful day. God be with you.